Good morning, everybody. Mr. Secretary of State, if I may. Hello, good morning. As we all know, climate change is one of the biggest global challenges, and affects water mainly. Temperature increases, torrential rain and droughts, just to name a few. In this session, Águas de Portugal Group will share its response strategy to ensure sustainable water management and improve resilience to climate change. After a brief video, we will welcome Águas de Portugal team led by its chairman.
So, good morning, everybody. As it was mentioned before, climate change is one of the world's greatest challenges affecting this water sector, particularly through the impacts of rising temperatures and heat waves, torrential rains, or lack of precipitation and consequent periods of prolonged droughts. Águas Portugal Group is committed to playing its part in addressing these significant challenges through the adaptation strategy that emphasizes infrastructure's resilience, operational efficiency and innovation. By prioritizing water efficiency and resource management, Águas Portugal contributes to strengthening the country's ability to face climate impacts. Its aim to achieve energy neutrality by 2030 through reduced consumption and increased renewable energy production highlights its commitment to sustainability. Águas de Portugal efforts in water reuse and nutrient recovery from treated wastewater supports the development of a circular economy in the water sector in Portugal. Central to Águas de Portugal approach is a strong focus on governance, which includes fostering partnerships and cooperation with stakeholders. This collaborative effort is key to enhancing resilience to climate change and ensuring sustainable water management for Portugal. Águas de Portugal is proud here today to show 5 examples of initiatives that are on the front line of these concerns. So I'm very pleased to say that we have here today with us 4 different companies of Águas de Portugal Group, and they will show 5 examples of those projects. So it is my privilege to first ask my good friend Carlos Póvoa from Aveiro, Águas da região de Aveiro, to show his study on overcoming barriers to invest in a clear future, a study case in urban water services. Please, Carlos Povo.
Good morning. My talk is about some important aspects of overcoming barriers that are often overlooked. First, before my talk, let me give you some context. Next to climate change, another common word here is subsidies. Non-developed countries are expect to receive subsidies because energy transition and zero carbon is costly. For the scale of the financial effort that developed countries are facing, for paying for what they have to do and for what others have to do, that will mean a reduction of wealth and income for firms and families in developed countries. Subsidies in such a scale are also likely to hurt the economies of non-developed countries as well because of the way the world economy works with its interconnections, with the potential to neutralize or greatly reduce the benefits from subsidies. I am not arguing about fairness, rather about consequences. How can we minimize that risk? Well, using subsidies just for what is strictly needed. Given this context, you may find interesting this story about the parsimony in the use of subsidies by a company, a water utility, that achieved important environmental results. Among the most important barriers that water utilities face in the progress towards sustainability are fragmentation and unsustainable tariffs. An AdP Group subsidiary, merged 10 municipalities into a regional system to achieve a regional system where tariffs were raised to achieve cost recovery. In more than half of the municipalities, the amount paid by each household doubled or more than doubled. Of course, that made us quite unpopular, and that was a risk for the project. To overcome that barrier, we follow the usual prescription of providing a good service, using KPIs, and communicating, engaging, or educating the customer about the value of environment and water. But we complemented that with periodic surveys on customer satisfaction made by professional teams. We were then able to work not just on service provision, but also on customer experience, on every aspect of each interaction the customer has with us beyond the tap or the flush. I don't have time for examples, but you understand customer experience if you remember your interactions with your cable TV, mobile phone, or energy provider. Do you know how many front desk contacts, how many emails your utility had last year? Well, we know, and we track every one of them to improve our IT systems, our workflows, our paperwork, focused obsessively in making every step easier, faster, and effortless for the customer, minimizing errors and cleaning up the error if one occurs and present apologies. And after 12 years, the levels of satisfaction of our customers are better than before raising tariffs. The most impressive result is the Net Promoter Score. 80% of our customers would not switch to another service provider even if they could. And 50% would recommend us to friends or family. Please keep in mind that our prices are among the highest in the country. Meanwhile, as the utility had an adequate and continuous revenue stream, it was able to reduce its environmental footprints with its own means. Non-revenue water decreased from more than 40% to less than 20%, and specific energy consumption in water supply reduced in 50%. Consequently, greenhouse gas emissions have decreased on an annual basis by 1.3 tons, taking as reference 2012. So the takeaways? Really know your customer. Do not try to educate to think like we do. Meet your customer needs and wants is key to succeed in putting things on the ground that are costly. It's called give them value to earn their money. This is a major cultural change that goes beyond education and implies a shift from service provision to customer experience, but it pays. Last, but by no means the least, we made progress without asking for subsidies, and if we receive them now, we'll be much more efficient and effective in using them. We built know-how, an organization, and management capabilities. Thank you for your attention.
Good morning. Um, I apologize, but I need to read from the presentation. I'm not able to speak off top of my head, in mainly about technical issues in a language that is not my native one. Even in Portuguese, I hope you understand. So, Águas do Norte is a company that manages the concession, operation, and maintenance of multi-municipal water supply and wastewater treatment systems in the north of Portugal. Here, the main figures: 63 municipalities covered, almost 18,000 of square kilometers of service area, and almost 2 million people with water service provided. In its wastewater operations, Águas do Norte oversees multiple wastewater treatment plants within 100-kilometer radius, generating approximately 85,000 tons of sludge annually. It's a high amount of sludge, so effective sludge management is a key focus, with hydraulic technology identified as a promising solution to optimize the sludge processing and thereby advancing the sustainability and performance of wastewater treatment operations. On the other hand, Águas do Norte operates as part of Águas de Portugal Group, Portugal's national water utility, which prioritizes the following strategic goals: circular economy, decarbonization, digital transformation, and climate change. It's clear to see that hydraulic technology aligns closely with circular economy and decarbonizations by enabling resource recovery and reducing greenhouse gas emissions. In this project, however, there will also be a strong focus on digital transformation, with platforms developed to enhance sludge and biosolid management efficiency. Similarly, the project addresses climate change by promoting the use of compost biosolids as soil amendments, especially in forest soils, which helps sequester carbon and fosters healthier ecosystems. In this context, a centralized sludge treatment facility is planned at Cersdale WWTP, located in northwest Portugal, integrating anaerobic digestion with energy production. This project, located at Cersdale facility, and key aspects of the facility, including processing 70,000 tons of sludge annually from 29 WWTP. It will generate more than 9,000 cubic meters of biogas, um, producing approximately 8.12 green electricity, gigawatt hour green electricity, and 8.12 gigawatt hour of green thermal energy, along with more than 28,000 tons of biosolids annually. Key contributions towards the main goals include advancing circular economy and decarbonization, as previously mentioned, generating economic and environmental value by transforming the biosolids, the sludge first and biosolids, into valuable resources, and by producing biogas, of course. Enhancing transparency across all sludge management process, increasing efficiency both in storage and delivery, reducing operational costs, and supporting the achievement of the sustainability goals. About the overall sludge management project at Águas do Norte, the main drivers are end-of-line solutions, including the hydrolysis facility, the subject of this presentation, and most two facilities, two composting facilities to cover the entire area. Centralized processing operations, easy integration into existing WWTP. All those 3 unities are being built in existing plants, and alignment in all cases with the principles of circular economy and sustainability. Finally, about hydrolysis project itself, we can resume the key advantages, which are feeding with deuterated sludge, allowing for a more flexible process that can handle multiple sources, very high operation temperatures, which enhance the final value of biosolids, and of course it also promotes safe use of those biosolids as they are free of pathogenic microbes, increased biogas production compared to conventional digestion methods, a digester volume 2.5 times smaller, resulting in construction cost savings, and overall improved efficiency in sludge management. Our small step toward closing the loop for generations to come. Thank you.
So, hello everyone. My name is Vitor. I work at Águas do Uripaiva, a part of the Águas de Portugal group. Before diving into our circular economy project, I would like to highlight the importance of the water sector meeting the challenges of sustainability. The first thing that comes to mind is public health, because lack of access to clean water is the cause of major health issues and disease. But water is also a great promoter of equality of opportunity. If you think of kids, for instance, that have the chance of being in a not so privileged family, but having the chance of taking a shower, of taking care of their proper hygiene, and then they can go to school and be equal like other kids. This is of great importance, of course. Also, water is the cause of great conflicts due to water disputes. And these disputes can be local, they can be regional, or maybe they can even be wars between countries. So where water isn't available, it's a huge thing. Where water isn't available, normally we have to rely on private tankers, and studies say that that type of service is 3 to 6 times more energy consuming. So this contributes to carbon footprint, to overexploitation of water. And water, we may say that maybe it's the most efficient way to combat poverty, to promote equality and to protect the most vulnerable. This is at Águas de Portugal. We see this service as our core mission, but it doesn't end here, because every day we try to run our operations based on values like efficiency, like resilience, like innovation, and of course a strong commitment with carbon neutrality, which brings us to our project today. Another key challenge for the future, that is the transition from a linear economy to a circular economy. So let's take a look at a short video on our project From Waste to Roof Tiles.
Águas de Douro e Paiva is a public company responsible for collecting, treating, and distributing drinking water to 22 municipalities. The company continuously supplies 1.8 million people, producing around 100 million cubic meters of water per year. Located on the left bank of the Douro River, the Lever Water Treatment Plant is the company's most emblematic installation and the largest in northern Portugal. Equipped with the most advanced treatment technologies, it has an installed capacity to produce 400,000 cubic meters of water per day. The water collected superficially passes through pressurized filters. A pH correction is carried out, followed by a pre-oxidation step with ozone. After coagulation flocculation, the water goes to the COCO-DAF units, counter current dissolved air flotation and filtration, which combine in the same location two treatment stages, flotation and filtration. In the first stage, the flakes formed are dragged to the surface by air microbubbles, and in the second, the clarified water passes through sand and anthracite filters, where the remaining particles are retained. Before going to the distribution network, the water is subject to final disinfection with chlorine. The dirty water resulting from the process is subjected to thickening and centrifugation, resulting in water clarification sludge. The objective of the project, From Waste to Roof Tiles, a case of circular economy in the Portuguese water sector, was to find a sustainable solution for this waste, due to high environmental and financial cost resulting from landfilling. A research project was developed. Together with the Faculty of Engineering of the University of Porto, the Ceramics and Glass Technological Center, and a partner company, which studied several alternatives with the aim of preventing the sludge produced at the Lever WTP from having landfill disposal as a destination. Industrial scale tests were carried out, and the impacts of gaseous emissions produced with the incorporation of sludge into the raw material in the manufacture of ceramics were analyzed. It was concluded that the incorporation of sludge in the manufacture of bricks and later tiles was viable in a proportion of less than 3% of the raw material, thus becoming a 100% recovered waste. Currently, 1,700 tons of water treatment sludge result in the manufacture of around 13 million tiles per year. This project contributes to a national circular economy strategy in the water sector and proved to be sustainable and a catalyst for synergies between companies from very different sectors in the use and recovery of waste, being a pioneering eco-innovation project in Portugal.
This is our project. Unfortunately, today we won't have the chance to go here on technicalities. But here the major takeaway is this: it's possible to turn waste into valuable resources. It's possible to get sustainable solutions for our environmental problems. And sometimes, like in this case, now we have a 70% cost reduction in our process. So just to end this we have already several awards, and I will just finally say that we, Águas de Douro e Paiva, is based on the lovely city of Porto. For us, it's amazing to see that sludge is gradually taking part in this beautiful scenario. So thank you all.
Well, good morning all. My name is Nuno Medeiros, I'm from Nepal. And firstly, I want to thank to the Portuguese government and to the Ministry of Environment and Energy, and of course to AdP, Water of Portugal Group, to this invitation for EPAL present his case study. Secondly, EPAL is the water supply company with 156 years old and have a legacy very, very important. And remember, the Portuguese strategic plan for water supply, wastewater and stormwater has identified water efficiency and energy efficiency and decarbonization as key strategic approach, and how EPAL with this legacy can help to achieve the strategic objectives. First of all, remember that EPAL has built in the 19th century Alveolar Aqueduct. It was a 114 kilometers gravity feed open channel from Olhos d'Água to Lisbon. So with energy free. It's of course that if we do this in the past, why can we do in the future energy free water distribution system? Of course, in the next years, we need to develop, because the demand of water increase a lot, Tejo system, Castelo de Bode system, and circunvalação system. That they were in both the three very high energy consumption systems. We are the largest operator in Portugal, and just give you two numbers. First, we supply water to 70 municipalities, and also 30,000 kilometers square area of distribution supply water, and with a lot of assets in our structure. More numbers about the KPIs. Non-revenue water of EPAL is about 12%, and in ADVT about 6.8% of non-revenue water. And in consumption energy, we have more or less 200 gigawatt hour per year of consumption. So how we can improve neutrality at EPAL? First of all, reduction non-revenue water. We need to reduce non-revenue water. We need at EPAL and at ADVT, we need also to reduce inflow and infiltration reduction. Our target is to reduce 9 gigawatt hour per year. And of course, we need to be more efficiency. So we have implemented ISO 50000 energy management system, and we have also the water, that is an informatic system that monitoring all the pump elevators and pumps for be more efficiency. And in the other pathway to neutrality, EPAL produce self-energy. And how? With an investment of 50 million euros for an energy generation about 66 gigawatts per hour year of production. And we distribute this energy generation between all the system at EPAL. And we have also a control center for energy and carbon, because it will be very difficult to manage the new generation energy with the mainstream process of exploitation the system. So the conclusions at our project is that if we need to do the business as usual, and we get usual, okay? So we need to be more efficient, we need to reduce losses, we need to reduce inflow and infiltration, we need to produce more energy, and we need to explore alternative pathways to achieve energy neutrality. But there are some, I call it the dark forces of neutrality energy. One, the financial resources are finite. Second, the energy demand is rising up. We need more energy to the process, and we have regulatory and legal issues that increase that demand. Remember the directive for urban wastewater treatment that increases energy to the system. Third, climate changes in two ways. First of one, we need to have new challenge to look sourcing resilient water. But these resilient sources probably will be more energy consumption. So this one is one of the dark force, and another one is the migration of the people for the cities. For last, we need also to think out of the box. We need to digitalization more the urban water cycle. We need to re-engineer infrastructure for innovation and create energy neutral water and wastewater system. And we need to reinvent ourselves, our utility, and our team. The opportunity is closing fast, and we need to do it right now. Thank you very much.
So, hello everyone. Good morning. First of all, I want to thank you for the invitation. For me, it's an honor be here today. And if you not understand what I said, the problem is not with your headsets. The problem is my wonderful English. Okay. I'm very proud to be here and to represent my country, to represent the Águas de Portugal Group. Thank you very much for this invitation. My name is Frederic, but all my friends can call me Fred. And today I'm here to share with you some information and two case studies that try to explain how we can fight in climate change with technological innovation. So I'm Portuguese, like Cristiano Ronaldo, and I'm from the most beautiful country of Europe, Portugal, of course. And just like wine, you have excellent tap water drink. I work at the company Águas do Norte of the group Águas de Portugal, and you have two types of activities: water and sanitation system management. And we serve almost 2 million of people in the north of Portugal, about 20% of the Portuguese territory. Using some academic research, in this slide I try to represent what digital transformation and innovation are. So what is this buzzwords, innovation and digital transformation? I don't have much time, I have only 6 minutes, but the most important thing that understand is that the use of digital technologies is a fuel to innovation and create value for our organizations. And the value created, it's not only financial. The value can do, for example, a better environment and more well-being for people. So the positive impact of the digital transformation, the innovation, can generate greater operational efficiency and contribute to a more sustainable industry and society. So for us, the digital innovation is one of the keys to fighting climate change, turning challenge into opportunities and creating value for a sustainable future. Normally, we look to water crisis and opportunity as a big problem. maybe it's time to change the mindset, and I think it's a great opportunity to innovate and create new technologies. In the same in this sense, our company has certified an innovation management system and implemented an innovation strategy with 5 pillars, 5 dimensions, and one, as you can see in the slide, the digital is one of them, and it's important, all of this always trying to create value for our organizations. Sorry. To better explain this strategy, I will share with you 2 small digital innovation projects done in our company in the last years. The first case study is the Center of Alerts and Notifications, the CAN platform. This platform analyzes more than 2,000 different points and locations, almost 45,000 alarms from industrial systems and 40,000 and external data source with other data. The platform integrates with other platforms and with artificial intelligence. It can anticipate some operational problems. All this information is overseen by the water sea, the control room. The value created by this project during these last years is important for us. I share with you some numbers. In summary, we have saved more than 100,000 euros. We have saved more than 9,000 hours of work, more than 200,000 kilometers of travel reduced, and more than 35 tons of carbon have been avoided. And the second case study is a project with water home meters. 1,400 digital meters as installed in homes in 2 control zones, one in the urban typology and the other in the rural typology. In this another example, I think is small, but this is a good example of how innovative digital projects generate value. And in this case, in summary, you have saved more than 50,000 euros. You have saved more than 150,000 cubic meters of water, and almost 400,000 kilos of carbon have been avoided. Finally, I don't know if you know this guy, Bill Gates, but I agree with him. Without innovation, we will not solve the climate change, and you believe with the help of the planet, you need the innovation. Thank you very much.
Now to close this session, I have the privilege to invite Emílio Sousa, the Secretary of State of Environment, to come to the floor. Please.
Thank you. Obrigado. É o verde. Tá. Ok. Eu estava aqui a dar nota que vai ser um privilégio falar em português para uma plateia de portugueses, embora haja aqui alguém a fazer uma tradução simultânea. Queria, em primeiro lugar, agradecer o convite que me foi feito pelas Águas de Portugal, na pessoa do Sr. Presidente, o Sr. Carmona Rodrigues, e sobre um tema que nos é a todos tão caro. Cumprimentar todos os oradores, vi aqui alguns trabalhos muito interessantes, e porque a água é sem dúvida um dos recursos mais preciosos.
Water is without a doubt humanity's most precious resource. It sustains life, drives economies, connects nations, and in times of climate change, highlights some of the most urgent and transformative challenges we face. Today, we gathered to discuss water as a central priority in climate action, a commitment that Portugal has embraced with determination and a vision for the future. In these just first 8 months of our administration, we have taken decisive steps by launching the Water That Connects strategy. This multi-sector initiative ensures environmental and social sustainability while safeguarding water supplies for all essential uses. This strategy will result in the National Water Plan 2025-2035. It includes transformative investments to explore new water sources, which are not yet common in Portugal, such as the Algarve desalination plant, the use of treated wastewater, and interconnections between neighboring water systems. These investments are primarily intended for human consumption, but will free up water for other uses. In addition to that, it's necessary to improve efficiency and reduce water losses in the systems. We have to reduce in some cases unacceptable losses. And these measures address immediate needs while preparing the country for a resilient future. For instance, in the Algarve, we unlocked 466 million to strengthen water infrastructure, showing that strategic planning and execution are critical to mitigation water scarcity and protecting vulnerable communities. Portugal has also extended the vision behind its borders. We led the drafting of a joint letter to the European Commission signed by 21 EU member states, urging the prioritization of the water on the European agenda. This letter calls for comprehensive action, adequate funding, innovation, and international cooperation. Let me be very clear. The urgency is undeniable. Every year, 20% of European territory and 30% of the population experience water stress. The economic cost could reach 65 billion euros annually by the end of the century. As Portugal Ministry of Environment and Energy has repeatedly and in phases, this challenge means coordination, knowledge, technology, strong policies and sustainable funding. But it also requires international cooperation. Portugal reached an agreement with Spain on the Iberian River basins about a month ago. It marked a milestone in cooperation and serves as an example of cross-border management. For the first time, we eliminate zero flows days on the Tagus River, ensured ecological flows management on the Guadiana River, and we resolved long-standing payment issues related to Spain's water use. Fees Portugal had not collected in 20 years. This example of collaboration is crucial in a world where 60% of global water resources are shared between nations. Climate change is intensifying pressures on water resources, impacting rivers, lakes, aquifers, and coastal ecosystems. The data is alarming. 40% of freshwater ecosystems have disappeared since the 1970s. Biodiversity in aquatic habitats has declined by 83%. Degraded ecosystems exacerbate the water cycle, exposing us to the severe drought, devastating floods, and decreasing salinization. Portugal recognized that these threats require the integration of climate and water policies. Water is a powerful tool for mitigation and adapting to climate change. Projects such as desalination and smart irrigation systems demonstrate how innovation can transform challenge into opportunities. That's why we have reinforced the importance of using solid scientific foundations to make informed decisions. We must invest in disruptive technologies and integrated planning, mobilizing both public and private sectors. Ladies and gentlemen, what has been playing in the foundation of life itself? Water transcends borders and connects humanity. As Portugal has demonstrated, it is possible to combine effective local measures, international cooperation, and innovative leadership to tackle these challenges. I urge everyone here today, let us recognize water as a pillar of climate action and implement solutions to protect these essential resources to future generations. Together, let us build a future where water unites people, nations, and commitments. Thank you very much.